Meghan and Harry's tacky TV grab. William winces as Rogue Royal's MULL Netflix reality gig. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News YouTube channel. Reportedly, Netflix is now courting Prince Harry and his evil wife Meghan Markle for some type of Keeping Up with the Kardashians-style Sussex reality TV series, which is causing a fresh wave of disgust from Britain's royals, including the future King Prince William. Sources spill that Prince William is already plotting his revenge against his younger brother. According to courtiers, the Prince of Wales is seething over what his sibling has already dished in his memoir Spare, and also the docu-series Harry and Meghan, and he's wanting to strike back where it's going to hurt the most. An insider says William believes the only right move at this point is to strip the Sussexes of their Duke and Duchess titles, then turn the whole matter over to the lawyers and be formally done with them. According to insiders, William and Catherine are getting ready for what's coming next from the royal rogues, who ditched palace duties back in 2021. Sources say that the royals wouldn't be shocked at all if the California-based pair stooped so low as to being reality show regulars. A source reports Netflix brass feels a reality show would be a rating bonanza, and Harry and Meghan owe them big time. They held a lot back in their documentary, and the suits at Netflix didn't realize how much until they read excerpts from Harry's book. They'd like to see the couple open up their home, their lives, and their hearts to the cameras. But the source says that Harry and Meghan are a little bit worried this move would look tacky, even if they're really desperate for the crazy paycheck. It's an option nonetheless, and a powerful one to have up their sleeve if and when they need it, says the source. Meanwhile, the palace insider also says William isn't going to let this go. He feels betrayed and doesn't think Harry's behavior is worthy of a duke. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am no supporter of Harry and Meghan, and I know my opinion is just that. It's my opinion. And at the end of the day, I know my opinion does not hold much weight around the world. But I think that my opinion is shared by many of you out there, so at least we can band together. And I know there are some people out there who don't want to hear our opinions because our opinions are not flattering when it comes to Meghan and Harry. Now, these people are everywhere. They are lurking online. They're stalking us. They are ready to seize on any negative opinion that we share when it comes to Meghan and Harry. And now the idea that I'm about to share is not going to go over too well when it comes to those Harry and Meghan fans who are just rabid and ready to pounce on anybody. The thing I want to talk about is this. Who exactly is Harry's father? Is it possible that it's not Charles? Is it possible that it's really James Hewitt? And that might explain some of what's going on right now. Or is it really because Diana overindulged him so much? Is it just because she spoiled him? Does anybody believe all that self-medicating with drugs and alcohol has helped to make this problem a lot worse? Or does anybody believe the trauma of losing his mother at such a tender age explains what he's doing now? Or does anybody out there think the Spencer family history of being royal disruptors explains what Harry's up to? Well, I'm no doctor, but still, let's take it just a little bit further. Let's consider the possibility that when Harry was born, there was something seriously wrong with him from the get-go. Now, what I mean is this. Let's remember that Diana was going through a really rough spell with her bulimia while she was pregnant and carrying Harry. So might bulimia have had some effect on the unborn fetus? Of course, we can't really know now. We cannot say with any definite proof that Harry's developing fetal brain being deprived of important nutrients while Diana was pregnant and bulimic is the cause of his current behavior as an adult. But it is possible that something bad happened to his neurological development when he was in the womb, or perhaps it was imprinted with the emotions and the mental anguish that Diana was experiencing while she was pregnant. Maybe whatever it was that was inside of Diana that resulted in her hovering over a toilet bowl and throwing up had some kind of profound effect on Harry. Now, I'm sorry to be so crude, so insensitive in describing Diana's struggle, but it's a serious option that I think we need to consider. There's no reason to tiptoe around the truth here. Diana was not in good mental health when she was pregnant with Harry. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to attack me for saying that. I mean, how dare I talk bad about St. Diana? How dare I disparage her memory or the reputation of the Spencer family? How dare I mess with this image of her as an angel? How dare I lay a dead chicken on her tombstone? But well, I think we also need to remember that Harry himself has not helped her at all. He has basically just pimped out his poor deceased mother to make money. Just think of all the private information he revealed about his late mother in the docu-series, in his book, in the tell-all interviews, etc. Now, in the beginning, I thought Spare was a pretty stupid name for the book, but after learning more about it, I think it was a pretty apt title because Harry did not spare us anything. If you ask me, he did a lot more damage to his mother's reputation and legacy than any journalist ever could. I mean, Harry denounces and disparages the media at every opportunity he gets, but still, he doesn't manage to understand how hypocritical he is because he uses the media as a platform for conveying his truth. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to absolve myself, and I think it's something we need to consider. We shouldn't just dismiss this as nonsense, even if it does sully Diana's reputation as a saint a little bit. The fact remains that she was suffering from bulimia while Harry was in her womb. Now there's another angle to this too. Does this mean that in some small way, maybe Harry really is deserving of our sympathy? Maybe all of this isn't his fault? Well, it's possible. Now, when Harry was still in the safe confines of his own family, he had a lot of compassion and understanding. They did a lot to help him and protect him. Even when he would mess up, they would do their best to cover up his bad behavior and just sweep it under the rug. The royal family knows all too well what Harry is capable of and what he's not really capable of. They understand him probably better than anybody else does. They know all about the kind of messes he's capable of making and how to clean up those messes. And I think the stuff we've heard about is only the tip of the iceberg. There are some hints that there's a lot more that we don't know anything about when it comes to Harry's bad behavior. But in spite of all of that, Harry still goes on and on about he's going to expose more of his truth. His book revealed a lot more than what was appropriate. Nobody needed to know all those details about his penis. Come on. That book didn't help him at all to raise his profile from the landfill that he currently finds himself in. And now nobody really wants anything to do with him after everything he's done to hurt his family. But still, his family still deeply loves him, and they are just worried about getting him extricated once and for all from that nasty woman he married. It really is a pitiful situation. But anyway, let's forget the source or the target of blame. What can Harry at this point or his loved ones do about it? Harry has already shown that he is incapable of self-awareness and self-reflection. He's a little bit like a child of below-average intelligence who doesn't have a good capacity for moral reasoning. Therefore, we can't really say that he has a conscience. He doesn't. He doesn't feel remorse, and he doesn't feel empathy or compassion either. It really is a difficult situation for everyone involved. And you, what do you think about Meghan and Harry? Please tell me your opinion below in the comment section, and we can also discuss this couple. If you think my video is helpful, please don't be afraid to like and share it with your friends and family members who would enjoy it. And please click the subscribe button below to get more updates from Kate Middleton and the Queen News team. Now thank you so much for tuning in, have a lovely weekend, and I'll be back to see you in the next videos.